Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy Crypto, back again with another Sundaeswap video and an update for us. There has been quite a few developments over the last couple of weeks, so I wanted to go through the team, the white paper, and the latest technical updates from Sundaeswap. So let's get right into it, guys. The product roadmap, which is always exciting when we can finally get a little bit of an idea of what's going on. So currently in Q2 for the year, they've published a white paper, they've started their marketing campaign, and I do believe the education and tokenomics will be finalized by the end of this month, which is the end of Q2. Heading into Q3, as you can imagine, this is the one I'm most excited about. They are going to do the initial stake pool offering as well as launch on the Cardano blockchain, which is super exciting. Obviously, leading into Gogan mainnet and smart contracts, we are going to see projects launching in Q3, which is very exciting. So that's the roadmap at the moment, guys. Q3 definitely looking like the most exciting one, with a couple of extra add-ons for the rest of the year and then going into 2022. So let's get into the team. So they released the core team and who's working with them, as well as one of the advisors. So I've gone into doing a little bit of research on these guys, and if you don't want to learn more about the team, I do suggest skipping ahead on this video. But first, we've got Artem and Mateen. I do apologize if I say any of these names wrong. So Artem, currently studying at the University of Boston. He would seem, based on my analysis, quite young. So he's done a internship as an investment banker, still in university, due to graduate in a couple of years' time. So not a bad thing, but that's pretty much all I can gather from doing my research on LinkedIn. If you guys don't know what LinkedIn is, it is a networking tool or a networking social media platform predominantly used for businesses. So not a lot that can be found on Artem, but there is a little bit here about what he likes to do and what his experience is. Then moving on to Mateen. Mateen is also studying at the University of Boston, so I assume that Artem and Mateen know each other, hence the connection with Sundaeswap. Also due to graduate in a couple of years, has done a lot more projects than Artem, or at least on face value. Co-founded another company, research assistant, all that sort of stuff. So we can see here that, he has put pedal to the metal and gotten some real world experience, which is quite exciting. On the website, it does mention that he is looking to mostly do the marketing, the business development, and the talent sourcing and all that sort of stuff. Moving on to, and I'm definitely going to be saying this wrong, P or Fee. So he's a senior software engineer, also based in America. Solid experience here in software engineering, has a degree and all that sort of stuff. So pretty happy about this one. Just based on my analysis, will be a good addition to the team. And according to the Sundaeswap website, he's a mathematician by passion, has led 15 developers working on things such as student safety and billing systems. So some really great experience there for P or Fee. Matt Ho, probably one of the most experienced in the team. Really liking the look of him and happy that he's on board with Sundaeswap, but over 25 years experience. He's innovated products. He was the CTO of Loyal3, company that enabled well-known consumer brands to invite their customers and partners into IPOs, built entirely on the cloud, which I really like. The Loyal3 platform hosted IPOs including Virgin America, Square, GoPro, AMC Theaters, HubSpot, and others. He's also led the team that built and operated the stock distribution platform for T-Mobile Tuesdays, an incentive program that rewarded T-Mobile customers with shares in their stocks, as well as various other experience predominantly around finance. So also based in the US, as we talked about, lots of experience, has founded his own company in the past, as well as obviously having a degree from the University of California. So I'm really liking the look of Matt, and it does seem to add quite a bit of experience to the so far young Sundaeswap team. Up next, we've got Miklos. Now, Miklos is based in Hungary, so one of the first additions on the international team. But again, a fair bit of experience, has over 6-7 years experience as a software engineer and a software developer, has worked with some decent sized companies such as Nokia, as well as others, I&D, Nokia, Guidesmiths, etc. So liking the look of him a lot in terms of that space. Up next, we've got Edmund. Edmund does seem extremely experienced, young but experienced. So he's in Canada, but does have some very solid experience as a software developer, firmware engineer, has worked with some big companies over in Canada. So also really liking the look of him. And according to Sundaeswap, his extensive knowledge of functional programming, with this expertise at Sundaeswap's disposal, obstacles particular to those tools can be avoided and their benefits fully exploited. So that's super exciting. Jason Lewis. So Jason is based in the UK, so also based in Europe and part of the international team of Sundaeswap. A lot of experience as well, has over 10 years experience in software developing and engineering, has worked with some pretty big companies over in the UK as well. So I also like the look of him. Then we have Mark and Andy. So Mark is based in the US, has had some amazing experience working with Upsolve, which helps people declare bankruptcy in the US. And it does say that in his spare time, he likes to teach programming to people that have been in jail. So that's, seems like obviously a fantastic sort of person and has great experience as well doing something different. And Andy up next, freelance front-end developer, has some solid experience working with all major companies doing JavaScript developing and all sorts of stuff. So I also like the look of him, does seem a little bit younger, but still over 6 years experience. As you can see in his profile here, freelance senior front-end developer from Munich, love building things with React. 6 years experience in the IT front-end field, building web applications, leading front-end teams with an agile environment, and basically in developing all kind of software while sticking to a strong UX and VD-driven approach. So he's a great part to the team as well. One of the ones I really wanted to mention, which is exciting as part of the advisors of Sundaeswap, is Christopher Borders. So practicing law for over 30 years. He's a veteran in the tech industry. He had a role as general counsel at VC-backed tech companies and being a partner in 2 national firms. 2014, Chris started Borders Law Group to focus on early and mid-stage tech companies. And here's a good one. That connected him with the founders of Chainlink, the leading decentralized Oracle service provider, where he helped the company complete a successful ICO in 2017 and their first general counsel and valued advisor. And was their first general counsel and valued advisor, etc., etc. So a great one to have on the team. Obviously, having worked with Chainlink and complete their successful ICO, these guys are due for an ISO, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of role Chris can play in that, as well as the expertise he can provide having worked with the likes of Chainlink as well. Something else that I did notice on LinkedIn as well, guys, Sundaeswap is still hiring. So right now they're looking for graphic artists, UI/UX designers, etc., etc., and engineers. So really interesting that they're still hiring, obviously still building the team in the initial stages. So very excited about this team. And going onto the white paper, I do strongly suggest going to their website and reading it. It's only 12 pages as opposed to some much bigger white papers that I've read in the past. But if you are planning on being an early investor, especially in the ISO, I do strongly suggest reading this and getting a feel for what they're doing, how they're going to do it, all that sort of stuff. So definitely read it. Only 12 pages long. As you can see, it's not War and Peace or anything like that. And up next, and lucky last, there was a technical update only yesterday. Sorry, a couple of days ago, I tell lies. Sorry, yesterday in Australia. So obviously, guys, you've got it up here on the screen. I would suggest reading it, but essentially they've invested in setting up Storybook, which will allow them to refine the design system as they experiment, push the usability bar. They have also done some API gateway upgrades. The backend / smart contract team have onboarded 2 more Haskell engineers and implemented a simple swap state machine that can be tested independent from the Plutus PAB. They've also worked towards building a tool for fully automated the future of ISO, upgrading their semi-manual process, and their research team focused on organizing notes for a second white paper and implementing a low-fidelity prototype and visualization of several variations of scaling and constant product pull model. So overall, some exciting news, guys. If you don't follow Sundaeswap on Twitter, I definitely suggest following them. They do post regular NFT drops and all that sort of stuff. So you can see here they're doing an NFT drop right now with fan art and all that sort of stuff. And there is ADA as a prize, up to 75 ADA. As always, guys, don't forget to like the video. Leave me a comment. What are your thoughts? Are you still looking to invest in Sundaeswap? I personally am. Definitely not financial advice. I do suggest reading the white paper and doing your own research. And as always, watch this space.